missing someone. Love is all you're on.
Hey guys, welcome to French Fluent. So today we are going to see lesson the Jeanne d'Arc, and many of you had commented on new videos, but as you know that my whiteboard has not reached me yet, and it will take some 2 or 3 weeks more. I'm so sorry. I know many of you want grammar topics, but I can't give voiceover for grammar topics. I can only explain them on the board, right? So right now I'll try and upload. Yeah, I'm going to upload this video, that is Jeanne d'Arc. So this is a very interesting lesson. Actually, it is like a story. Okay, so you have to know the main points of it, and yeah, let's just get into it. But before that, subscribe to my channel. This is the lesson Jeanne d'Arc. Okay, now she is a very famous character in France. If you go any person you ask, any French person you ask, they will know this person. Like in our country, Mahatma Gandhi, and anybody will know, right? Like that, this character is very important because it is a like there was one thing that happened in the life in the history of France, so nobody will forget her. So what you can see pictures in this clip. You can see Jeanne d'Arc's statue, and then there is a museum, separate museum for her, and there is Jeanne d'Arc two statues, and there is one Tour Jeanne d'Arc. So all these pictures, please remember. They might ask you what are these. You have to know that these are the museum and these are the statues of Jeanne d'Arc. So before we get into the reading, I'll just give you a small, like I'll just tell what happened. So there was this girl called Jeanne d'Arc. She was very young, and what happens is she gets some enlightenment. Something tells her to go and help the country from the enemies. So she does that, and she's celebrated as the queen of the. I mean, not the queen, she is celebrated as a very important person because she has helped the country to win against their enemies. And one time what happens is that so the king is happy and everyone is happy, but what happens is that the enemy attacks. Okay, again after the war they attack, and they will take her to the jail, and they put her in a separate jail. And after some time they tell her that she is a witch. You know what is a witch, right? Witch, she's evil for the society, she's a witch, so we will burn her, and they burnt her alive. So this is the story of Jeanne d'Arc. So let's get into the reading. So connaissez-vous Jeanne d'Arc? So connaissez-vous, as you already know, do you know, right? Last time we saw connaissez-vous de la France, right? Same thing. Do you know Jeanne d'Arc? C'est une grande héroïne de l'histoire de France. She is a very big heroine. That means a hero, not a heroine. Like she's a very big hero in the history of France. Cette jeune fille de 16 ans habite avec ses parents très pieux dans le village de Domremy en Lorraine. So now cette jeune fille, this young girl who is of 16 years, she is just 16, she's still a teenager. She is living where with her parents who are très pieux. Okay, now très pieux means what? Her parents are very pious. Now pious means like our parents are also very pious, right? They are pious means very religious. They pray to God, and they do all all those prayers, and very like religious they are. And even Indian parents are like that, no? If it's any exam time, they will do some puja for you and all that. It's a religious belief that they have, so they are very pious. So très pieux means avec ses parents, who are the parents are very pious. And where do they live? They all live with in the village Domremy in Lorraine. Okay, so the village name is Domremy, and the village is located in Lorraine. Okay, now Le père est fermier et il a des moutons. That means her father, Jeanne's father, he is a farmer. Okay, very normal middle class family, not very born with a silver spoon or anything. Very like normal farmer. And il a des moutons. That means mouton means sheep. Okay, so he was rearing sheep. He was a farmer who was rearing sheep. Please remember all these details. What was the father's occupation, what was he rearing, all that you have to remember. And yeah, and which place they stayed and all, very important. Spelling, please be careful. Now Jeanne aide sa mère et elle garde aussi des moutons. That means Jeanne aide means aider, aider. Okay, aider means to help, it's a verb. So Jeanne is helping her mother, and elle garde aussi des moutons. That means, and she guards or takes care of the sheep also. Now, un jour, elle est dans le champ avec des moutons. That means one day, she is dans le champ avec des moutons. That means she is in the field. Le champ means the field where they grow crops and all. So that is the field. Avec des moutons. She is with the sheep and in the field. Okay. Then what happens next? So now what happens next? Is that elle entend une voix mystérieuse. That means she listens to a mysterious voice. Now entendre comes from the verb entendre. Okay, ENTENDRE. It is a normal DRE verb. You will see the conjugation of it at the end of your textbook. There is one place, right, where they have given all the verbs conjugation, or you can search on Google also. You will find the normal conjugation. You can also do it on your own. DRE verbs, if you know how to conjugate, you will do. So entendre means to hear. So she listens, she hears une voix means voice, underline with the article. So she hears a mysterious voice. Okay, and what is that voice saying? You'll see in the next sentence. La voix dit, that voice is saying, Jeanne, allez savoir la France des ennemis. That means it is telling, dit means what? DIT. Dit is coming from the verb DIRE, dir, to say. So that voice is saying, Jeanne, you have to save the world. You're going to save the not world. You're going to save France from enemies. Okay, aller savoir is actually a kind of conjugation. It comes with aller plus the infinitive of. Don't get into all that. You'll learn later. So aller means what? To go, right? And savoir means to save. So Jeanne, you are going to save the world, save France, not world, I'm so sorry. You're going to save France from enemies. And this voice, from where it's coming, she doesn't know. It is coming, okay, and she's listening to this voice and she gets scared. Everyone, obviously she'll get scared. Elle a peur means she gets scared. So and I think right, a peur comes a expressions and all, a femme, a soft, all that so a peur means she is scared. Okay, and elle entend la même voix tous les jours. That means she is listening to this, hearing this same voice. Même, la même means same. Okay, la même means same. So she hears the same voice tous les jours, every day. Okay, so what happens? She's thinking, okay, somebody is warning me, let me go to the king. So alors means so. Okay, alors elle va chez le roi Charles VII. So she's going to the king, and the king's name is Charles VII. Remember the name of the king, please. And elle demande au roi pour une armée. That means she is asking the king, please make the army ready. We need, because I am suspecting that there will be some enemies that will be coming and to attack us. So we have to be ready on our side. So she is warning the king, and the king is also telling, okay, fine. And he is le roi donne une armée et met Jean à la tête. Tête means what? Head. You all would have learnt it in sixth grade, right? So le roi donne. Donne comes from the verb donner. So the king is giving une armée. The king is giving one army, and met and a mais Jean à la tête. That means mais means what? MET. Mais comes from the verb mettre. METTRE. It's an irregular verb. Learn the conjugation. Mais means to put. Okay. So he is giving her an army and he is putting Jean à la tête. That means he is putting Jean as the leader, as the head of the army. Okay, because she is the one who has warned, so she has to lead the army. So she is giving that big responsibility to Jean. Okay, and Jean is all set to wage the war. Okay. So now she is put as the head and she has to lead the team. So elle conduit l'armée contre l'ennemi. Okay, that means she is driving. Elle conduit. Conduit is a new verb, I think, for you guys. Conduit comes from the verb conduire. Listen to me, I can't write on this, so please listen to the spelling. CONDUIRE. So elle conduire, that means conduit. Okay, so this is conjugated. You will find the conjugation in Google. Find the conjugation of conduire and it'll come like this. Okay, so she, and conduire means to drive. Okay, so when you are driving a car, you will be the head of the car. If you do some gadbad, the car will go in a wrong direction, right? So you are the head of the car basically. Because you are driving it. So same way she is driving the army. That means she is not driving it like a car. No, she is leading the army. Okay, against. Contra means against the enemies. Elle gagne une victoire importante à Orléans. That means, and so she is leading the army and she is driving them and towards the enemies to fight the enemies, and they are finally winning. They are getting victory. Gagne, Gagne. So gain means to win. Okay, it comes from the verb. Listen to the verb GAGNER. It is conjugated as je gagne, tu gagne, and all. You will see the conjugation, but the verb is GAGNE, to win. GAGNER, to, that means to win. Okay, so they are winning, and une victoire. They are winning a victory. Okay. So they are getting a very important victory, and where are they getting? Which is the place? Orléans. Remember the place and the spelling, accent, everything, and remember the spelling of gagne also. Actually, guys, gagne means to earn or to win. Okay, but in this place, it means win. So gagne, GAGNER, means to win or to earn, but here they are winning something. So elle gagne une victoire importante à Orléans. Remember the place as well. Puis elle gagne beaucoup de victoires et enfin Charles devient le roi de France. Now, puis means then. Okay, puis, Puis. Puis means then. Then elle gagne beaucoup de victoires. That means she wins or she earns a lot of victories. Okay, she's getting a lot of victories. She's earning all of them. And enfin means ENFIN means FIN means what? Finally, finished. So enfin means at the end, at last, finally. Charles devient le roi de France. Devient comes from the verb devenir. Now venir means to come, right? And devenir means to become. Okay, revenir means to come back. Okay, so how many verbs are there? Venir, revenir, devenir. Venir means to come, devenir means to become, and revenir means to return, to come back, to come back. Okay, so here it is devenir, right? So Charles becomes the king of France. So finally, after the war and everything, they are becoming France. Everything is happy ending. Then what happened? What happened is that Jean est content, mais le roi Charles s'amuse et ne fait pas la guerre. Okay. Now Jeanne is happy. Okay, Jeanne is happy. She's very happy, and the king, he is enjoying, and he doesn't want to make any war. Okay, s'amuse means to enjoy. Et ne fait pas la guerre means and doesn't wage any war. La guerre means war. Ne fait pas means doesn't do any or doesn't make any war. Okay. So you know the meanings, right? So they are all in a normal state. But then what happens is bientôt. Bientôt means soon. We learnt it in salutation. So soon l'ennemi attaque, arrête et fait prisonnière. Okay. So what happens soon? What happens after all this happiness? What happens? Something bad happens. The enemy, they come back to its form and they attack France without any, without, like, surprisingly they attack and the army is not ready. So Jeanne is attacked, France is attacked, and they stop. Arrête, attaque means what? Attaque means to attack, and attaque is the verb. It comes from the verb ATTAQUER, normal ER verb, attaque. And arrête. Now arrête comes from the verb arrêter, okay, ARRETER, okay, arrêter, that means to stop. All these verbs, whichever verb you're not confident with, go and look at the back of your book or you search it on Google, okay, conjugation of this so and so verb. In present tense only you learn, okay. A fait prisonnière Jeanne, okay. So now Jeanne is made a prisoner, okay. She is, first they are attacking, then they are arresting her. No, arrest means to stop. Sorry. Arrest means here it means arrest, okay. They are arresting and they are making her a prisoner, okay. And where are they making her a prisoner? Rouen, okay. So Jeanne is locked up in a prison in Rouen, okay. So remember this place also. Where is she prisoned? In Rouen, okay. Then yeah, so just read till here. So il declare que Jeanne est une sorcière. Now what happens after they've arrested her? They're declaring, okay, that Jeanne is a witch. Okay, they're telling all these stories, and those days people used to believe in witch and all, okay. So they're telling Jeanne is a very bad person, she's actually a witch, she's hidden in disguise. Who is telling all this? The person who has the enemies, okay. They have arrested her and they've kept her somewhere and they are doing this, okay. They are telling that to all the people in the world, they're telling that Jeanne is a witch. And A means and, A brûle Jeanne sur un bûcher. That means they are burning her. Brûle means to burn. Brûle comes from the verb brûler. The spelling I'll tell you, BRULE. Guys, I think it is not visible on the screen. I don't know why, like the whole word is not coming. If you're having your textbook, keep following the words on your textbook, okay. Don't follow the one that I have given, because some words, I don't know, there's some problem. I'm very sorry for this, it won't happen again. But if you're having a book please keep your finger and keep following the words. So now they're telling she's a witch and they burnt her alive. Brûle means to burn, okay. BRULER, that is the full verb, and they have conjugated it, okay. So a brûle Jeanne sur un bûcher. So they are burning. Brûle means to burn, brûler means to burn, and they have burnt Jeanne sur un bûcher. Now sur means on, right? So what is a bûcher? Now bûcher means, underline, bûcher is a place where you get all the combustible things. I hope you guys know what is combustible. Combustible means like wood you can burn, okay, but can you burn plastic? Will it give flames? No, right? So those which give flames and burns, right, when you set fire to them, they will burn with a lot of flame. So all that they've kept it in one place, and that place is called a bûcher, okay. So what they're doing, poor Jeanne, she is considered as a witch and they're burning that poor girl. Okay, so this is what happened to her, and finally this is the end, sad end of her. So please underline spelling of sorcier and accent, everything should be correct, okay. So maintenant, à Rouen, on trouve une statue de Jeanne d'Arc et une belle église à l'endroit du bûcher, okay. So what they're saying, maintenant means now, okay. Maintenant, now. Remember, underline each word, whichever you don't know, underline, okay. So maintenant, now, in Rouen, okay, the place where they arrested and burnt her, there only they have on trouve une statue de Jeanne d'Arc. So on trouve means one. Or means on doesn't mean the number one. Okay, or means oneself, one person, oneself, like that. So on through, oneself can find. Trouve comes from the verb trouver. Trouver means to find. Okay, so trouver, normally er verb trouver. So one finds une statue de Jeanne d'Arc et une belle église. So they find, so in Rouen, what all you can find? Oneself can find a statue of Jeanne d'Arc et une belle église à l'endroit du bûcher. And you can also find a beautiful église. Église is a church. It is a feminine noun. Une église, une belle église, one beautiful church you can find where à l'endroit du bûcher. Okay, so at the place where they burnt her, no, they made it into a church now. So they have changed it all and they've made it into a church, and it is all very beautiful. Now, les Français n'oublient pas la grande héroïne de France et elle le symbole éternel du courage, du patriotisme et du dévouement. That means French people, les Français means the French people. The French, n'oublient pas. N'oublier means don't forget. Oublier means oublier, right? Oublier is a verb that means not to. Oublier means to forget. Okay. And here it is conjugated and it is in the negative form. So they don't forget. Negative form, right? Oublier means forget, but here it's in a negative form. So the French don't forget the big hero of France, and she is the eternal symbol of courage, patriotism, and devotion. Devotion means like devoted, devotion. So what they are saying, she is the, what at the last how they are concluding, they are saying she is such a character that nobody can forget. No oubliem pas. That means the French will never forget her, and she is a very big hero of France. And what does she symbolize? That is very important. She is the symbol éternel. She is the eternal symbol. Okay, le symbol éternel of what? What does she symbolize? She symbolizes courage, du courage, du patriotisme, et du dévouement. All this you have to write in French. If they ask you what does Jeanne symbolize, you have to say she is an eternal symbol of courage. Courage you have to write in French. You have to write. Don't write it in English. Elle est le symbole éternel du courage, du patriotisme et du dévouement. Dévouement means devotion. Okay, I hope you know what is devotion. So all this is about her. Now let's get into the questions. Répondez aux questions. Qui est une grande héroïne de l'histoire de France? Who is the big hero or heroine of heroine means it comes like a movie heroine. No, not like that. Here means hero, but in the feminine form heroine in French. So who is a big hero of French history, and who habite-t-elle? Où means where. So where does she stay? Okay. So où habite-t-elle? So first question is who is this? Now who's the big hero? Of course it is Jeanne. So we are talking about Jeanne only, no? So you have to write Jeanne est la grande héroïne de l'histoire de France. And the second part, où habite-t-elle? Where does she stay? She stay with her parents. So you have to write elle habite avec ses parents, and the place, the place is specified. What is the place? Dans le village Domremy en Laurent. Okay, everything you have to write down clearly. Then the next part is que trouve-t-on à Rouen? Okay, now what can one find in Rouen? Okay, it's clearly given above in that passage only, you can see clearly. So it's clearly given on top. What can one find in Rouen? Trouve means to find. Trouver, it comes from the verb trouver, remember that. So one can find on trouve une statue de Jeanne d'Arc et une belle église à l'endroit du bûcher. This will be your full answer for this question. Now let's move on to the next exercise. So now this choisissez la bonne réponse, that means choose the best answer. Jeanne d'Arc habite What? Where does she with avec ses grands-parents dans le village d'Omremy? Dans le village d'Omremy. Does she stay with her grandparents in the village of Domremy? No. So that option is not correct at all. But the second answer you see dans le village d'Omremy. That is correct, right? So that answer only you put. So Jeanne d'Arc habite dans le village de Domremy. The first answer you could have written, but the mistake in that first answer is that they have said with her grandparents. Does she live with her grandparents? No. So she lives with her parents. So that is the thing. Okay. Then second one. Elle entend. She hears what? Une voix inconnue or une voix mystérieuse. Now, in the text, what is given? They have said that she listens to a mysterious voice. Inconnue means an unknown voice. That is also true in this place, but what you have to choose the perfect one from the text. So here they have given the correct word also, so you go with the second one, une voix mystérieuse. And third question, Jeanne gagne une victoire à, she wins the victory in Orléans. Easy question. And à Rouen on trouve, what do you find in Rouen? And palais, do you find a palace or do you find a statue of Jeanne d'Arc? You find a statue, right? So the second answer is the correct answer, statue. So next, complétez avec un mot des mots du texte. That means complete with a word. Un mot means word. So complete with the one word from the text, okay? Or many words also can be there, possible. But they have given options here. Maybe in the exam they won't give, I don't know. Depends from school to school, but practice, okay? So now, nous prions tous les jours. Nous sommes. Okay, this is not civilization based. This is from the text. This is like grammar part. No, not grammar, reading comprehension. So like that you see. Now, nous prions tous les jours. Now, prions means pray. Okay, we pray tous les jours. It comes from the verb prier. P-R-I-E-R. Okay, prier means to pray. Now, we pray every day. We are very. Fatigue means tired, and pieux means pious. I told you, pious means religious, extremely religious. So if we are praying every day, we'll be tired or we'll be a pious person. We'll be very pious, no? So pious. Nous sommes très pieux. Okay. Then ma sœur dash des chiens. Okay. Now did you find anywhere the verb aimer, the word aimer in this text? Aimer can also be correct, but I don't think aimer is given. But see. Now you can't put MA over here. The answer will be आप पर. Okay, I'll tell you the reason. But the answer is ma sœur आप पर des chiens. Okay, I'll tell you the reason why that happens. Now the thing is, whenever these four verbs come, okay, mind it, aimer, adorer, préférer, and détester. Now these four verbs, aimer, adorer means to love or to adore. Okay. Préférer and détester préférer means to prefer, détester means to hate. Now these four prime words, note it down. Whenever they come, the article before the noun. Here, what is the noun? Chien is the noun. So what the article? What is given there? Des chiens. Des chiens means indefinite article. Des is indefinite, right? So whenever you use am, aimer, adorer, préférer, détester, the article will always be definite. That means it will be le, la, le, that article, not they, they will not come there. So here what is given? They is given. So that gives us a clue that if ma comes, only le, la, le can be used, but here they is used. That means ma is not the correct word here. So the answer is apar. Okay. So the answer is ma sir is scared of des chiens. See, here both can be correct. My sister loves animals or my sister is scared of animals. Grammatically they sound correct, but the grammar part you have to be careful. Okay, note down everything. Then third one, mais cette table contre le mur. Entre means between. You can't put between the wall. No, le mur is the wall. So you put it against the wall. Contre means against. So contre le mur. So first we have to find the opposite from the text. Trouver le contraire. Find the opposite. Contraire means opposite from the text. Okay. So here you have to find it from the text. Remember that. So d'abord means first of all. Okay. So first of all, ka opposite what will be? Enfin. Enfin means finally. Ensuite means next. Okay. So next can't be the opposite. No. First of all means first. So what will be the opposite? Last. Enfin. Finally. That's the answer. Second is mecontent. Mecontent means unhappy. So what will be the answer? See, heureuse means happy, okay? Content also means happy. But did you find heureuse anywhere in the paragraph? I didn't find it. If you find it, please put it. But since it's not given, I'm not going to go with that. So I'm going to go with content. Then plus tard means later. So what will be the answer? Maintenant. Maintenant means now and demain means tomorrow. So I'm going to put maintenant because later, now, opposite. And the last question, perdre. Perdre means to lose. Perdre. It comes from the verb perdre. P-E-R-D-R-E. It's a normal D-R-E verb, perdre, to lose. So what will be the answer? To lose means to find. Don means to give, right? Trouve means to find. So put trouve. So that's all, guys. I hope you liked this. Please share it with your friends and subscribe to French Fluent. And yeah, don't forget to leave a comment if you have any doubts too. And I'll make a video later. So see you next time. Bye.
Missing someone. Missing someone. Missing someone.